Yeah, in 1994, I went with Horton's program to Florence, and that semester in 1994 was a very distinct before and after. I mean, I left one kind of person and came back a completely different kind of person. It was where I learned that I like to learn things, if that makes sense. I think I'd sort of had the sense about who I was in my education or who I was as a student or even who I was as a person that when I traveled through that program, I realized I was wrong about those assumptions, and I really kind of found new ways to act in the world because of those trips. At the very end of our first trip to Vienna, we rented a chalet and we all went snowboarding or skiing, like the entire student body and professors and director. And that trip, that sort of end of that trip was so great because we had all had, it was at the end of a free travel and we sort of all went, in the diaspora, and then we were able to come back together for this weekend. And it just felt like one of those really unique bonding moments that you have with your students that's very different than you would ever get in a classroom. You're sort of staying in the same place for a couple of days. It's absolutely magical. And the students all played games and we played with them. It was just a really amazing sort of like end cap to that entire experience. And then in Chile, as a teacher, I would say, the thing about Chile that I'm still kind of amazed by was how, after being in Europe for a long time and having traveled quite extensively, I was still able to be totally thrown off guard and completely surprised and completely enamored with the trips that we took through Chile. So going down to Patagonia, I never knew anything like it. It was absolutely amazing. Easter Island, amazing. Like all these kind of, my ability to be surprised was probably my favorite thing about Chile. It was like something brand new. When you do a study abroad program, it really pushes you to reconsider a lot of the things that you even about yourself or about the world that you hadn't really thought about before, and you just can't if you stay here. But I think that's true also in the terms of traveling. If you're a student, if you're an interested person, you just can't grow if you stay in the exact same petri dish. You've got to kind of break out and experience something new and get a new idea, and a new vision, and a new look.